I knew how it would feel to be free.
What does it take to make a voice? Not just the sound, but the spirit behind it. For one girl from Tryon, North Carolina, it was forged in the fires of poverty, trauma, and a dream that refused to be deferred. She was born Eunice Kathleen Wayman in 1933, a child prodigy whose fingers found solace on the piano keys. Her gift was undeniable, but her first trauma came early. At her first recital, her parents were forced from the front row to make way for white attendees, a searing lesson in injustice. Yet she pushed through. A fund was raised by her community, a testament to their belief in her. She dreamed of being the first great Black classical pianist, but that dream was shattered when she was rejected from the Curtis Institute of Music, a rejection she believed was due to her race. Broken, heartbroken, she took a job singing in an Atlantic City bar. To hide from her religious mother, she changed her name to Nina Simone. It was an act of survival. The classical dream was over, but a new, more powerful voice was about to be born. Nina's music became a blend of classical technique, jazz, blues, and folk, as complex as she was. But it was the rising tide of the civil rights movement that fully ignited her artistic fury. The assassination of Medgar Evans and the Birmingham church bombing that killed 4 little girls shook her to her core. In a white-hot rage, she wrote Mississippi God. It wasn't a gentle protest song. It was a scream, a weapon. She had found her purpose.
Alabama's got me so upset. Tennessee made me lose my rest. Everybody knows about Mississippi God.
With songs like To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, she became a soundtrack for Black pride and empowerment. And in her unapologetic presence, a Black woman full of anger, passion, and supreme talent, she became a feminist icon before the term was widely used. She showed women they did not have to be polite, quiet, or agreeable to be heard.
I think what you're trying to ask is, why am I so insistent upon giving out to them that blackness, that Black power, that Black pushing them to identify with Black culture? I think that's what you're asking. I have no choice over it. In the first place, to me, we are the most beautiful creatures in the whole world, Black people.
Nina's life was not an easy one. She battled mental health struggles and faced financial and professional hardships for her unwavering activism. She lived for years in exile, feeling misunderstood by the country she loved. But she never stopped. She never softened her message. She pushed through. Not by avoiding the pain, but by channeling it into something monumental. Her legacy is not one of a tragic figure, but of a triumphant one. She taught us that art must have a conscience, that a woman's voice, especially a Black woman's voice, is a force of nature, and that the most beautiful music often comes from the deepest wounds. Her life was a battle, but her voice was the victory. A voice that continues to tell us, and especially women everywhere, to rise up, to speak out, and to never ever be broken. Nina Simone isn't just a music legend. She is a timeless symbol of strength and resilience. Her journey to becoming a civil rights icon is a story of transforming personal pain into universal power. She reinvented herself, and in doing so found a voice that was entirely her own, fierce, classical, and unapologetically Black. She used her platform not for fame, but for justice. With anthems like To Be Young, Gifted, and Black, she instilled a profound sense of pride and identity in a community fighting for its dignity. Nina Simone is admired because she overcame adversity, not by hiding her scars, but by turning them into strength. She taught generations that a voice can be both beautiful and powerful, that art can be a sanctuary and a sword. Her legacy is a lesson that the most uplifting power comes from an unbreakable spirit that refused to be silenced. Thank you for watching.